Hi, welcome to O2 Life. My name is Morgan. Today we're going to be doing an O2 power flow. If you have 2 blocks, that'd be great to use, but if not, don't worry about it. My Spotify playlist is linked in the details of this video. Please open the link and press play now. We're going to get started in child's pose. So separating your knees nice and wide, bringing your heels back, your glutes back towards your heels, and extending your arms towards the front of the mat. Go ahead and let your third eye come down to the floor and take a couple moments to arrive in this space. As you inhale, fill up into your back body. And as you exhale, letting your forehead melt into the floor. Inhale, fill up. And exhale, let everything go. 3 more times like this, arriving into the space, arriving onto your mat. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more here. Inhale. Exhale, come present. And 1 more time. Inhale, fill up. And exhale, let go. Good. Just resting here, letting your third eye melt into the floor. Begin to walk your fingertips towards the front of your mat as you pull your hips back, finding length in your side body. Everything I say in class today is just a suggestion. You know your body best, so listen to yourself. If anything feels not right in your body today, do something different. Feel free at any point to add on or take a modification. The goal is to walk out of this space feeling better than when you came in. Inhale, and exhale, let everything go. Good. At the base of your next exhale, we're going to inhale up onto tabletop position, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. As you inhale, reach your chest towards the front of your mat, letting your belly come down towards the floor. Exhale, pull your navel in and up as you look to your thighs. Inhale, nose, throat, chest forward. Exhale, navel into your spine, eyes onto thighs. 3 more times. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, pull everything in. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull in. Last one. Inhale, heart comes forward. We'll stay here. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees an inch off of the floor. Pull your navel into your spine, shoulders down your back. Here we go. Tap your knees down towards the floor. Exhale, pull them up. Tap down. Exhale, pull up. We've got 8, 7, 6. Each exhale, you're snapping your belly button into your spine. Last 4, last 3, 2, and downward facing dog. Straightening your legs, pressing your heels down. Go ahead and stretch out your right calf, your left calf, bending through your opposite knee. Pressing through your fingertips, press your hips back. Today's going to be a strong flow focused on our core. So as you inhale, rising your left leg into the sky, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Right away, getting into the core. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, knee to nose. Pull your navel into your spine. 1 more. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Just pause. Can you bring your heel closer towards your glute? Puffing up between your shoulder blades. Lift everything up. Here we go. Inhale, dip your knee down towards the floor. Exhale, pull your knee into your heart. Inhale, dip down. Exhale, lift up. 1 more time. Inhale, dip down. Exhale, lift up. 3-legged dog. Bend your knees, stack your hip, opening up your right side body. Notice if your right shoulder is coming up towards your ear, towards the ceiling. Rotate right shoulder down. Lift your right knee an inch higher. 1 more breath here. Good. Square off your hips, right hip pointing towards the floor. Look forward, step through, low lunge. Left knee comes to the floor. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, cactus your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades back and down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the floor. Tuck your left toes. Lift your left knee. Right arm into the sky. Find a twist. Opening up your heart. Rotate left shoulder down your back. Reach. Open your chest towards the right side. 1 more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Right hand comes down to the floor as you inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Stacking your shoulders over your hips. Knit your rib cage towards the center line. Reach your fingertips overhead. Find a slight tuck of your tailbone to lift through your chest. One more breath here. And exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, plank position. Okay, going through a couple variations of our vinyasa today. Starting with your knees down on the floor, lower your nose, your chest towards the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog or low cobra. Separate your knees, pull your hips back, child's pose. Good. Tucking your toes, downward facing dog. Option 2, inhale forward, come to plank position. Keeping your knees lifted, bend your elbows, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Last variation, inhale, come forward, plank position. Exhale, bend your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, bend your elbows, drop your chest, chaturanga. Press back up, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths, inhale. And exhale. Knowing that when I say vinyasa, you demonstrate choice. Taking what you need, leaving what you don't. One more breath here, inhale. Always option to skip the flow altogether. Left side, inhale, left leg into the sky. Exhale, pull your navel into your spine as you come forward, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. 2 more. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, left. Exhale, come forward and just pause. Pull your knee into your chest. Lift your heel into your glute, puffing up between your shoulder blades. We inhale, dip your left knee down. Exhale, pull it into your chest. Inhale, dip down. Exhale, lift up. One more time. Inhale, dip down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Bend your knees, stack your left hip on top of your right. Right away, pay attention to your left shoulder. Drop it down towards the floor, keeping your upper body square to the floor as you lift your left knee an inch higher. One more breath. Find length in your spine. Square off your hips, left hip down, left toes flex towards the floor. Exhale, come through, low lunge, lowering your right knee down to the floor. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, cactus. Squeeze your shoulder blades back and down. Open your chest, open your heart. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands frame your left foot. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, left arm into the sky. Find a twist, open your chest. Right shoulder rolls down your back. Find length from your head to your heel. Reach. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Good. Left hand comes down. Inhale to rise. Crescent lunge. Strong core. Lift up. Tuck your hips underneath you. Back heel comes forward like the shoe of a Barbie. Shoulders wrap down. Triceps wrap forward. Biceps wrap back. One more breath. You've got this. And exhale, hands to the floor. Step back. You choose your vinyasa. Option to be on knees. Option to be on toes. Option to add push-ups. Option to skip it all together. You do you. Downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Adding on to our flow. Inhale, right leg into the sky. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. We've got 5. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Last 2. Last 1. Right knee to right tricep. Just hold, pause, breathe. Inhale, slide your knee down to your wrist. Exhale, lift it right back up. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Lift it up. 3-legged dog. Bend your knees. Stack your hip. Option to begin adding on here if you like. Flip your dog. Right toes come back behind you. Hips towards the sky. Open up your chest. Reach. Beautiful. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Come back around. Right hand down. Right leg into the sky. Step through. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Rise. Exhale. Cactus. Inhale. Lift. Exhale, hands in heart center, deeper twist. Left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Press your palms into your chest as you lift your heart towards the ceiling. Twist. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale, twist. Untwist. Come through your crescent lunge. Hands to the floor. Vinyasa flow. Your choice. Whatever feels good in your body today. And maybe one flow looks different than the other. That works. Left side. Inhale, left leg into the sky. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 3 more. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Hold your left knee to your left tricep. Just pause. Perfect your posture. Inhale. Slide your knee down to your wrist. Exhale. Lift it up. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. 3-legged dog. Bend your knees. Stack your hip. Option to flip your dog if that feels right for you today. Lifting your heart towards the ceiling, towards the sky, wherever you may be. Reaching left arm forward. Good. 3-legged dog. Left leg into the sky. Step through crescent lunge. Inhale to rise. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands in heart center. Find that deeper twist. Right elbow to the outside of your left knee as you open your heart. Reach through the crown of your head. Reach through your back heel. Find length. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Untwist. Crescent lunge. Hands to the floor. Vinyasa flow. You do you. Meeting the class in downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last breath here. Letting your down dog be a pause, being a little reprieve. Adding on to that flow. Inhale, right leg into the sky. This time we cross our core, bring your right knee to your left tricep. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Inhale, 3-legged dog. One more time. Exhale, right knee, right knee, left tricep. Good. Inhale, slide your knee down to your left wrist. Exhale, pull it up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. 3. Right leg into the sky. Bend your knees, stack your hip, open up. If you like, flip your dog. You do you. Lift up. Open your chest. At any point, if you want to turn this into a full wheel, you can go for it. Right hand comes down, right leg back into the sky. Step through, crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, rise. Hands in heart center. Each time we go through this flow, we're taking it a little bit deeper. Left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Open your chest. Maybe come into bird wings. Maybe go into a bind. Wrapping. Right arm behind your back. Left arm underneath you. Twist. Find length in your spine. Open up. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Good. Untwist, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the floor, Vinyasa flow. Meeting the class in downward facing dog. Adding push-ups, coming onto your knees, whatever feels good in your body today. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Opposite side. Left leg into the sky. We're bringing left knee, cross your core to your right tricep. Exhale, you come forward. Inhale, you rise, 3-legged dog. For 2. Inhale, 3-legged dog. For 1, exhale, cross your core. Pause here. Inhale, slide your knee down to your right wrist. Exhale, pull it up. Yes, you're using your obliques. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. One more time. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 3-legged dog. Bend your knee, stack your hip, flip your dog if you like. Just demonstrating choice so that when you walk out of this space, when you walk off of your mat, come back around 3-legged dog, you know that you're in control, that you have the power to demonstrate choice. Step through crescent lunge, that nothing is happening to you. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Hands in heart center. Right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Open up your heart. Twist through your core. Option of bird wings. Option to come into a bind. And maybe one side feels different than the other. Just noticing where can we create balance in our body so that when we get off the mat, we notice where can we create balance in our life. Untwist, crescent lunge. And exhale, Vinyasa flow. Hands come to the floor. Step back, plank. Your variation of your Vinyasa flow. Coming onto your knees, adding push-ups, and then eventually meeting the class in downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Hopefully you're feeling warm by now. Bend your knees, look to the top of your mat. Step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root down to rise. Inhale, reaching your arms overhead, and exhale, hands in heart center. Standing tall, Setting up your standing posture here. Big toes touch about an inch between your heels. Hips press forward. So starting from the ground up, engage your calves. Engage your quads. So if you had shorts on, you could see your quads lifting up off of your kneecaps. Tuck your hips under as if your hip bones are coming up towards your lowest rib cage, lowest rib. Shoulders down your back. Squeeze your core. Wrap your transverse abdominis towards the center. Shoulders down, heart lifts, head lifts. Palms facing forward. Just breathe. Can you grow an inch out of your head as you press down through your strong feet? One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, Utkatasana, so sitting low into your chair position. So from here, we're going to reach our fingertips forward and up. So if you're in a room, it would be like to the crease of a room, so where the wall meets the ceiling. Chin lifts up ever so slightly, like there's an orange or a grapefruit underneath your chin. Wrap your rib cage in, sit down an inch lower. Squeeze your ankles, squeeze your knees, just breathe. From here, we're going to bring our arms back towards behind you, palms facing each other. Gaze stays lifted as you perch up onto your toes. Ankles glue together, knees glue together. Pull your abs in and up. One more breath. You've got this. Sit down an inch lower. Good. Arms overhead. Lower your heels. Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. Left foot steps back, warrior one. Inhale to rise. Two hips facing the front of the room. Good. Exhale, hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, open your heart towards the ceiling. I like to heel toe my right foot over to the right an inch. Exhale, humbly bowing inside of your right knee. Once you get here, can you bring your right hip back, your left hip forward? So you're keeping with the integrity of your warrior one hips. Let your head go. Let your chin come into your chest. Press through the blade edge of your left foot. Good. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, hands come to the floor, framing your front foot. Come onto the ball of your left toes. Inhale, right arm into the sky, just twist. Open your heart. Okay, we're moving into some more oblique work. So planting your left hand, option to be on your elbow, option to be on your knee. Step your right foot back in line with your left side plank. Can you lift your hips an inch higher? Extending right arm towards the front of the room as you pulse your hips up for 10, 9, little oblique crunches on your left side. Here we go. 5, 4, head back, hips forward. 3, 2, and last one. Plank position. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 deep breaths. Inhale. Open your mouth, exhale, let it go. Inhale. And one more time, exhale. Good. This time, inhale, left leg into the sky. Step through warrior one. Right heel comes down at 45 degrees. Inhale, rise, arms overhead. Pause here. Bring your right hip forward, left hip back. So we're square to the front of the room. Once you get there, wrap your rib cage towards the center, pulling up on your pelvic floor, arms overhead. Interlace your fingers behind your back, opposite thumb on top. As you inhale, lift your chest towards the ceiling. Exhale, humbly bowing inside of your left knee. Option to heel toe that left foot over to the left. Keep the integrity of your hips. So right hip forward, left hip back. Let your head go. Chin towards your chest. Just breathe. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale. Press into both big toes as you inhale, rise, warrior one, right hip forward. Exhale, hands frame your left foot. Come onto the ball of your right toes. Left arm into the sky, find that twist. So we're working into our right oblique here. Set it up if you need your knee or your elbow. Step back, side plank. Good. Once you get here, press your hips forward, pull your head back. Extend your left arm towards the front of the mat. Here we go. 10 little crunches. Pulse your hips up and up. Use your right obliques for 7 and 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2. So strong. Plank position, killing it. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, vinyasa. Meet in the class in downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward, step or float, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair. Lower your seat. Reach your arms up and forward. Sit lower. You've got this. Again, reach your arms towards the back of the room, palms facing each other. Come up onto your toes. Squeeze your ankles, squeeze your knees. Really get into your calves, your hamstrings, your thighs. Sit a little bit lower. Squeeze everything to the center line, even your rib cage coming towards the middle. Here we go. Sit lower. Lower your heels, Utkatasana. Hands to the floor, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. This time we step our right foot back for warrior one. Inhale, rise. Good. Hands behind your back. Find your whatever grip feels comfortable, the first grip that you did. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, humbly bowing inside of your left knee. Leading with right hip forward, left hip back. Inhale to rise, warrior one. Exhale, hands frame your left foot. Same series, just adding on. Heel lifts on your right foot, setting up for side plank. Left arm into the sky. Option to be on elbow, option to be on knee. Good. Step back, side plank. This time, reach your left arm forward, lift your left leg up. Can you crunch into that right oblique an inch higher? Lift your hips up. From here, we're taking elbow to knee. Inhale, extend, and exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. And exhale, touch your elbow to your knee. Pull it in. You've got this for 3, 2, that's it. Use your breath. Last one, elbow to knee, just hold. You can do it. Lift your right hip higher. Lift your right hip higher. You've got this. And plank position. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Opposite side. Inhale your right leg up. Step through, warrior one. Leading with your left hip, come all the way up, warrior one. Interlace your fingers behind your back, bring the opposite thumb on top. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, humbly bowing inside of your right knee. Leading with that left hip forward, right hip pulls back. Stay with your warrior one hips. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, hands frame your right foot, come onto the ball of your left toes. Open up, twist, right arm into the sky. From here, we're preparing for that oblique side plank. Step back. Right foot meets your left. Extend your right arm towards the front of the room. Lift your right leg up. Lift your hips even higher. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. And exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull it in. One more. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Just hold. Can you lift your hips higher? You've got this. Breathe. 3, 2, and plank position. Nice, y'all. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. Let that go. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Good. Look forward. Step or float, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Coming out the way we came in. Exhale, fold. Lower your seat. Lift your chest. Utkatasana. Squeeze your ankles, squeeze your knees, reach your arms towards the front of the room, and then up towards the sky. Shoulders down. Biceps wrap back, triceps wrap forward. Squeeze your core. Sit down a little lower, a little bit lower, a little bit lower. Good. Arms to the back of the room, palms facing each other. Open up your chest, but knit your ribs together. Coming up onto your toe roots. You've got this. Last little bit here. Sit lower. Squeeze your ankles, squeeze your knees. Lift your chest, sit lower. Lift your heart, sit lower. Beautiful. Utkatasana. Heels down, arms overhead, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Root down to rise. Inhale all the way up. Arms overhead, feel that strong standing posture. Exhale, hands in heart center. Good, just like we did before, setting up the posture from the ground up. So pressing into the 4 corners of your feet, engaging your calves, wrapping your thighs back and then forward. Quads lift up off of your knees, hips tuck underneath you. Hip bones lifting up towards your lowest rib. Shoulders down, wrapping your transverse abdominis towards the middle of your body. Shoulders down, heart lifts. Hands facing forward, palms facing forward. Letting the crown of your head lift up 1 more inch. Pull your rib cage in. That's it, 1 more breath. And then inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, Utkatasana. Okay. Moving into some floor core here. We're going to sit all the way down onto your booty. Lift your legs into the sky for Navasana, boat pose. Option to have your hands on the floor. Option to have your knees bent, or legs can be straight and arms can be reaching towards the front of your mat. Lift your heart. Here we go. Inhale and open mouth, exhale. Inhale, lower to your lowest point. Exhale, pull everything in and up. Inhale, extend your head, extend your feet lower. Exhale, pull your navel into your spine. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Here we go. 10, exhale, 9, exhale. You're stronger than you think. Inhale and exhale. 6, exhale. Each time you exhale, pull your navel into your spine so that you train your abs to come in rather than pressing them out. Last 3, last 2, last 1, lower hover, tap your heels. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rolling onto your back, pull your knees into your chest. Good, take a pause here. When you're ready, extend your legs up towards the ceiling, flex your toes so your heels are pressing up towards the ceiling. Strong legs, okay? So making sure that your legs are not flopping, but flex your toes towards your shins, press your heels towards the ceiling. Once you press your heels, press your low back into the floor. Low back is into the floor the entire time. So your hips and your lowest rib are trying to touch each other. It's a little bit of a crunch. Interlace your fingers behind your head. So from here, we're just going to exhale, lift your shoulder blades off of the mat, pull your navel into your spine. It's a little crunch. Inhale, lower. Legs are so strong and active. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Pull your abs in and up. Inhale, lower. So your quads should be cramping here because you are flexing your toes. You're using your legs so much. Last 5. Last 4, last 3, exhale 2, last 1, exhale, come up. Reach your fingertips towards the front of the room. From here, lower your right leg down and then switch. Left leg down and right and left and right and left. Pull your core in and up. You've got this. 5 and 4, straighter legs. 3, that's it. Press through your heels. Last 2 and last 1. Legs towards the ceiling. Roll your head back. Pull your knees into your chest. Beautiful. Nice work, y'all. Okay, one more little core bit here. Plant your feet. Reach your fingertips towards your feet, knees towards the ceiling, and we're just going to heel tap right and left. Shoulder blades stay off of the ground. Chin is off of your chest, about the size of an apple. Lift your chin. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Keep breathing. And each time you tap your heel, can you exhale, exhale, exhale. Feel your side body. Pull your navel in and up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So strong. Last 3, last 2, and last 1. Pull your knees into your chest. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Good. Let's just take a little pause here. Drop your knees over towards the left and open up your right arm towards the right corner of the room. Feel a twist. Should feel really good from our warm-up series, our twisted crescents. Pull your navel into your spine as you untwist, and then drop your knees over towards the right, left arm towards the left corner of the room. And then knees come back to the center. We're going to rock and roll to your downward facing dog, however you like to get there. Option out of Vinyasa. Meeting in downward facing dog. So good. Good. Bend your knees, look to the top of your mat, step or flow. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Good. Root down to rise. Inhale all the way up, and exhale, hands in heart center. Good. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Let your vinyasa go through your flow, meeting in downward facing dog. Let your vinyasa stretch out that core work that we just did. So as you open your heart in upward facing dog, let your core open up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Walk your hands about a foot closer towards your feet. A little balancing trick here. Finding some core balancing. So you're in a narrow downward facing dog. Take your left hand to the outside of your right calf. Look underneath your right armpit and twist. Open up your chest towards the right side of the room. Now stay here. It's a great twist and upper body opener. Or bring your gaze down to the floor. Press equal weight into your right hand and right foot and begin to lift your left leg up towards the ceiling. Find balance. You're using obliques, you're using core, a lot of glute stabilizing here on the right side. One more breath. And slowly release. Good, we'll do the other side. Right hand to the outside of your left calf. Look underneath your left armpit. Find a nice stretch in your upper body, pulling your body closer towards your left leg, or bring your gaze down towards the floor. Press equal weight into your left hand and left foot, and begin to lift your right leg into the ceiling. So good. And then slowly release however you'd like to get there. Good. Bend your knees. Look to the top of your mat and step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, Vinyasa flow, meeting the class in downward facing dog. From here, inhale your right leg into the sky, adding an arm balance if you like, or just take your right knee to your right tricep. Option to bend your elbows and fly, lifting your left leg into the sky. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg back into the sky. Step through. We have a warrior two hold. Good. So, right knee is bent 90 degrees over your right ankle, reaching through your fingertips. Open up your chest towards the right side of your room. Shoulders down, heart lifts up. Pull your abdomen in and up. Fingertips are long, head is an extension of the spine. So notice if you're jetting your head forward, back, try to keep your head exactly over your spine. 3 more breaths, sit lower, pressing through the outer edge of your left foot. Inhale and exhale. Last breath, sit lower, inhale and exhale. Keep your legs exactly where they are. Stay low. Inhale, reverse, right arm into the sky. And exhale, side angle. Right elbow to your right thigh, or hand to a block, or hand to the floor, whatever feels good for your practice today. Open up through your chest. Now, energetically, press your right knee into the back of your right arm into your knee. Inhale, lift your heart, left shoulder back and down. Just breathe. Pause here. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, extend, left arm towards the front of the room. Option to come into a half bind, taking your left hand to your sacrum, into your inner thigh. Option to come into a full bind, whatever feels good for you. Wherever you are, lift your heart, twist open, and just breathe. Great. From here, we're coming into a balancing posture. Option to stay bound or option to release. We're coming into Ardha Chandrasana. So stacking your left hip on top of your right, flexing through your left toes, reaching left arm towards the ceiling. One straight line from your head to your heel, reach in opposition. Option to bring your right hand into your heart center, lift up through your left hand. Breathe. One more breath here. Press through your heel, press through your head. Lightly step back, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, go through your Vinyasa flow, meeting the class in downward facing dog. Good. 3 deep breaths. One more here. Awesome. Inhale, left leg into the sky. Same thing. Option to just hold your left knee into your left tricep, or bend your elbows and come into your flying posture. Right leg into the sky. Just breathe. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg back into the sky. Step through warrior two. root down to rise. So pressing down through your feet and then lifting everything up towards the ceiling. So opposition is pulling you long here from your head to your heels to your toes. Reach your fingertips, shoulders back and down. Knit your rib cage towards the center line and just breathe. Shoulders down, gazes over your left middle finger. Shoulders, rib cage, stacking over your hips. Tendency is to come forward, pull everything over your hips. Sit down an inch lower, just breathe. 2 more breaths. And inhale, and exhale, sit lower. And 1 more, inhale, and exhale. Keep your legs exactly where they are, so your left thigh stays parallel with the ground as you inhale, reverse, reaching left arm into the sky. From here, we're coming into a side angle, left elbow to your knee, or hand to a block, or hand to the floor. Open up your chest. And again, energetically, you're pressing your left knee into your left arm into your left knee. As you open your chest, rotate right shoulder down, shoulders away from your ears, reach. Option to bring your right hand to your sacrum, half bind or full bind. Open your chest and twist. The head is extending out of your spine. 1 long line from your right heel to the crown of your head. Breathe. All right, coming into side to Ardha Chandrasana, option to stay bound or releasing your bind and coming into Ardha Chandrasana. Right hip stacks over your left. Flex your right heel towards the back of the room. Head reaches towards the front of the room. Option to bring your left hand into your chest. Blocks are great here underneath your left hand if that feels good for you. 1 more breath. Lift up. Twist your heart towards the right side of the room. Lift up, open. Gentle, soft. Bend your left knee. Step back, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, vinyasa. Meeting in downward facing dog. Good. From here, we're going to look forward. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand, the left foot to the outside of your left hand. Lower your hips in line with your knees and reach your arms forward. So we're in this wide squat position, okay? Press your hips back, knit your ribs together, reach your arms forward. Lower your chest another inch so your back is nice and flat. Just breathe. Sit down lower. You can do this. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your thighs, reach your fingertips forward. Just breathe. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Turn your toes out and sit down into your deep squat position. Navel pulls in and up, hands to heart center. Elbows come inside of your knees to open up your knees wide. Okay, from here, blocks are great if you have blocks. You can bring your blocks underneath your hands, or you could bring the blocks underneath your toes. Totally up to you, whatever feels good. We're coming into a crow position. So hands can be on your 2 blocks, hands can be on the floor. You could have a block underneath your feet. Lift your hips up, bring your knees to the back of your triceps. Rock the weight forward. Begin to lift 1 foot, maybe the other foot, or maybe both feet. Just breathe. Whenever you're finished playing, coming out through your deep squat position, take your time. And then bring your blocks with you if you have them. We're going to sit down, extend your legs forward. So if you have 2 blocks, great to use. If not, you can have your hands on the floor, no worries. So blocks come by your hips. Palms come flat onto your blocks. Cross your legs. Plant your hands into the blocks. Lift your hips up. From here, we're going to lift our legs up. Strong core. And then lower your hips down. Switch your legs. Opposite shin in front. Press into your hands. Lift your hips. Lift your legs. Lower your hips. 2 more times each side. Switch your shins. Press into your hands. Lift your hips. Lift your chest. And lift your heels. Lower your hips and switch shins. We've got 1 more set on each side. Lift your hips. Lift your legs. And last set. Lift your heart. From your strong core, pull your legs up and extend your feet forward. Nice job, y'all. Move the blocks to your side, flex your toes towards your shins, and reach your heart forward, finding a forward fold. Bringing your chin towards your shins, reaching forward. You can have a slight bend into your knees. to get into your hamstrings if you like. Reaching with your heart forward, pull your shoulders back. Good. And then inhale lifts you up. Cross your ankles, come over your knees into your tabletop position. So just like where we started, tuck your toes under, lift your chest for cow pose. Belly drops down. Now from here, see if it feels any different. As you exhale, pull your knees off of the ground and then tap your knees down. So we lift up and we lower down. We lift up and we lower down for 10, 9, 8. Snap your belly into your core. 5, 4, 3, 2, and downward facing dog. Big inhale and big exhale. Bend your knees, look to the top of your mat, step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and root down to rise. Inhale all the way up, and exhale, hands in heart center. Okay, coming into our balancing. So you're going to have your big toes together, your ankles together. Sit down into a deep chair position. Inhale your arms overhead. Eagle wrap your right arm underneath your left arm. Sit low into your chair. Pull your right knee over your left knee. Sit down into your chair. Okay. From here, we're moving through a balancing series. So you're in your right eagle wrap. So inhale, stay. Exhale, lower your elbows to your knee. Inhale, lift your elbows up. Your right knee comes with you. Exhale, warrior 3, keeping your eagle arms. Inhale, stand up, right knee into your chest. Exhale, lower down, eagle. Inhale, stay. Exhale, elbows to your knee. Inhale, lift, right knee comes with you. Exhale, warrior 3. One more set, you can do this. Inhale, rise, right knee into your chest. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, stay. Exhale, elbows towards your knee. Last one, inhale, rise, right knee comes into your heart. Exhale, extend your right leg back. Just pause, you're in your warrior 3. Just breathe, take an inhale here and exhale here. And to release, we're coming into Ardha Chandrasana. So lowering your hand to the floor, right arm towards the ceiling, right heel pressing to the back of the room, right hip opens up. From here, lower your right hand down. We have one Jiva squat, bringing your knee to the back of your left calf and slowly lift up. Now, you have a little bit of playtime here, so option to take a couple hops or option to come into a handstand. If you have a wall near you, option to come up against the wall as well. So if you're just and you can also just hold into your standing splits. Whatever feels right, you could take a couple hops or just hold your standing split. You can come up onto your left toes. 3 more breaths wherever you are. Just play, enjoy, taking a moment to demonstrate choice. So good, y'all. Keep it up. And then when you're ready, feet together, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And root down to rise. Inhale all the way up. Beautiful, hands in heart center. Coming into that balancing on the opposite side. So again, feet come together. Inhale, arms overhead. This time we have left arm. So wrapping your left arm underneath your right, sitting low into your deep chair position. We did a lot of chairs, so this should feel familiar. Left leg comes up and over your right. So from here, we work with our breath. Inhale, stay. Exhale, lower elbows towards your knee. Inhale, lift, pulling your left knee into your chest. Exhale, warrior 3. Left heel back, keep your eagle arms. Inhale, rise, pull your knee into your heart. Exhale, eagle. Inhale, stay. Exhale, elbows towards your knee. Inhale, rise, pull your left knee in and up. Exhale, warrior 3. Last set. Inhale, rise, pull your knee in and up. Exhale, eagle. Inhale, stay. Exhale, elbows towards your knee. Inhale, rise, left knee in and up. So much working in that right glute, stabilizing. Warrior 3. And then mindfully opening up into your Ardha Chandrasana. Left hip opens, left arm towards the sky, left heel towards the back wall. All right, lowering your left hand towards the floor, left hip towards the floor, 1 Jiva squat. Inhale, rise. And again, you have playtime. So option to come into your handstand, option to hold a standing split, option to lift your right heel up and press into your right toes. Whatever feels good for you. Take about 3 more breaths and just play. Great opportunity to go up to a wall if you like. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Nice, y'all. Last one. Inhale and exhale, slowly lowering your feet towards the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root down to rise. Inhale all the way up. Reach your arms overhead. And exhale, pulling your prayer into your heart center. So strong. Such a strong vinyasa flow today. All right, last one. Here we go. Make it the best one. Add on, take away, whatever you like. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands and vinyasa flow. Good. When you're finished, coming into your child's pose, pulling your hips back towards your heels. Your knees can be together or wide, whatever feels good for you today in your low back. Reaching your fingertips forward. Just breathe. Just pause and relax here. All right, working through some back bends here to open up our chest. We did a lot of core work, so let's get into our back. So starting with heart-melting posture. So separate your knees the width of your mat, so a little bit wider than a traditional child's pose. Bring your hips exactly on top of your knees, so not in front and not behind, but exactly on top. Begin to walk your hands forward and lower your heart down towards the floor. Let your glutes relax and separate. You'll have the option to bring your forehead down or your chin forward. Just do whatever feels good on your neck. I want you to visualize that I'm coming into your space and I'm pressing my hand in between your shoulder blades. I'm pressing your heart towards the floor. It's melting down. Your armpits are melting down into the floor. You're getting a huge opening in your chest. Just breathe. Pull your hips back. Press your heart down. Just breathe. Two more breaths. You've got this. Heart towards the floor, letting your glutes separate, finding length in your shoulder blades. Last breath. To come out, we're coming through our Sphinx pose. So reach your heart forward. Elbows stay behind your wrists and underneath your shoulders. Lower your pubic bone down towards the floor. Toes to the outer corners of your mat. Open up your heart, relax your glutes, let your glutes go. Reach your chest forward, wrap your triceps back, and heart forward. That's it. If this is too much on your neck, you can look towards the floor or find your head as an extension of your spine. Visualize that I have a string and I'm pulling your heart forward and up towards the ceiling. Good, just breathe. Shoulders down, heart lifts. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Good. Turn your thumbs forward, your index fingers out, okay? So your fingertips are pointing towards the outside of your mat and your thumbs are facing forward. From here, press into your palms, press into your thighs, and lift your chest for seal pose. Good. Press into your hands. You may have to move your hands a little bit closer towards you. Wrap the place where you would give blood, donate blood, forward, biceps forward, triceps back, shoulders down, lift your heart. One more breath. You've got this. Just breathe. And slowly lower down. Good. Bring your fingertips underneath your shoulders. Elbows squeeze back and together. Toes zip up towards the center line. Thighs touching. Press your pubic bone down 10 times. We're going to inhale, lift our chest up. Squeeze your back. And exhale down. Spine alignment, inhale, lift, and back crunches. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, reach through your toes, reach through the crown of your head. Exhale, down. Here we go. 7. Inhale. 6. Inhale, squeeze your elbows, towards each other. Inhale and lower. Reach your toes. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last one, you're going to come up and stay up. Shoulders down. Lift your fingertips off of the floor. Reach your toes towards the back of your mat. Lift higher. You can do this. Breathe. And slowly lower down. Fingertips come underneath your forehead. Elbows come wide. Bringing your forehead onto your hands. Bend your knees. And then windshield wiper your feet left and right. One more time. Left and right. Good. Press yourself up. Come through your child's pose. And downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg into the sky. Step through low lunge. Bring your left knee down towards the floor. Okay. Keeping your foot facing forward, so not turning it out, but toes in front of your heels. Bring your heel underneath your knee. So you may have to walk your heel forward to really get that 90 degrees. Drop your chin into your chest. Drape your core over your right thigh. Feel a big opening in your left hip flexor, compression in your right. One more breath. Now, heel toe your right foot over towards the right. Left hand comes towards the center of your mat. Bend your left knee. Reach your hand towards your left foot and find a quad stretch and a twist. Option to come onto your left elbow if you like. And slowly release. Now you're going to heel toe your right foot all the way over towards the left side of your mat, lowering your right knee down, coming into half pigeon. Now, if you know half pigeon doesn't work for you, option to come onto your back. Sometimes I like to use the wall for a half pigeon or double pigeon, whatever you like. Not here long, just getting a nice stretch into your right glute. Awesome. Press into your hands, tuck your left toes, press back, plank position, and downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg into the sky. Step towards the front of your mat. And again, lowering your right knee, keeping your left knee exactly over your left hip. Drape your chest over your thigh and just breathe into the stretch. Chin into your chest, let your head go. Finding a big compression on that left hip flexor, opening on the right. Good. Heel toe your left foot over towards the left side. Plant your right hand in the middle of your mat. Flex your right heel towards the ceiling and open up into your twist and quad stretch. Rotate left shoulder back. Pull your right heel into your glute. And slowly release. Heel toeing your left foot over towards the right wrist, lowering your left knee towards your left wrist, and coming into your half pigeon on this side. Not here long, just taking a nice stretch into our left glute. One more breath here. Awesome. To come out, come into your hands, roll onto your left glute, pull your right leg towards the top of your mat, plant your feet, and roll onto your back. Inhale, arms overhead, and exhale, pull your knees into your chest. All right, eagle legs here, just like we did standing. So right leg comes over your left, touch your toes down towards the floor. Right knee drops towards the left side of your mat, both knees drop towards the left side of your mat, and open up your right arm towards the right corner of the room. Finding a little bit deeper twist here than that one we did in the middle of class, engaging with your eagle legs, so you're zipping up through your core, your middle, your inner thighs. You're rotating your right shoulder down towards the floor, maybe looking towards the right corner of the room. And we'll untwist, plant both feet, windshield wiper your knees, left and right. And then eagle twist on the other side. So wrap your left leg around your right, toes touch the floor, knees drop over towards the right side, and looking over your left arm, left side of the room. Feeling this twist, eagle on the opposite side. Good. Maybe lowering your left shoulder down towards the floor as your knees press into the ground. 2 more breaths here. Twist feels so good after all that core work, stretching out your back, your spine, your obliques. Nice, y'all. Untwist, pull your core in and up, plant to your feet. We've got 3 back bends. Option to come into a wheel at any point. Hands can be by your side. You can also use one of your blocks if you like. So, coming into our first bridge, plant your feet, lift your hips up. Knees come towards the front of the room. Option to bring a block low, medium, or high underneath your tailbone, reaching your knees forward. If you're on a block, feel free to stay on a block the entire time, or we'll slowly roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Coming into your second back bend, maybe you want to come into a wheel, planting your palms by your shoulders, fingertips by your shoulders, planting your feet, making sure that your knees stay forward rather than coming out, lifting up into your wheel, heart towards the back of the room, straightening your arms, lift your chest. So good. And slowly lower down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Okay, round 3, any variation. If you came into a wheel last time, maybe come into a wheel with 1 leg in the sky, the other leg in the sky, maybe come onto your elbows, whatever feels good for you. Last back bend, lift up. Nice, y'all. And slowly lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. Bring the soles of your feet together, your knees come wide. Take 1 hand to your chest and 1 hand to your abdomen. Close your eyes and begin to drop into your mat. If there are any postures that you need to conclude this practice today, feel free to take it. Or if you're ready, you can come into your final Shavasana or stay exactly where you are with the soles of your feet together and your knees wide. Just releasing this practice. Laying it all down on the mat. And as you inhale, so much gratitude for yourself for showing up, for taking these 60 minutes out of your day. And as you exhale, can you let go of anything that's not serving you today, this week, this month, this year? Maybe it's a negative thought that just keeps playing over and over again. Can you let it down? Lay it down to rest. Inhale, so much gratitude. Exhale, letting something go. Inhale, so much gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Exhale, letting go what doesn't serve you. Feel free to stay here for as long as you like. Or taking your hands to the outside of your thighs, closing your thighs towards the center line, pulling your knees into your chest, rolling over onto one side, right or left. And slowly pressing yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Lifting your spine, finding the length in each vertebrae that you just created in this practice, shoulders down. Feel a lightness in your heart as you lift it up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, pulling your prayer, your wish, your desire into your heart center. Bowing into yourself, acknowledging your strength, your discipline, your flexibility, your balance, your mindfulness. And now the real yoga begins when you step off this mat and you take all of those skills with you. Approaching your day strong, balanced, centered, focused, mindful, without reaction, demonstrating choice. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me on O2 Life. Have a wonderful day.